Hello everyone, today I'm on For Honor and I will be teaching the basics of the For Honor hero Shoalin. He is a hybrid in the game, and that's normally well diverse. He's not very slow like some other people, so this is like kind of stuff I'll be teaching today, but breaking it down very slowly. So I'll just turn off my opponent's health so we can't be damaged. So, as you can see on the right hand of my screen, there are some inputs which I will be going through what they mean. So this thing in the middle of my, middle of my screen a bit, the thing that moves, is where all three places I can block. So if I move to the left, I block the left. If I move to the right, if I move up, I block up, and if I move to the right, I block right, using my right bumper stick. Well, right joystick. Now, simple stuff is, wherever place you are facing with your joystick, and you press a button, you will do an attack in that direction. Since I'm on PlayStation, it will be R1 and R2, and X square, so on and so forth if you want. Xbox, you'll have to remember those inputs, and PC, I'm not sure. But what we're going to start with is the light attacks. Light attacks, if you press R1, they go at a quick speed, and you can do combos with them. For example, these is the movesets of what this character has. It all seems a bit much at the moment, but it'll be explained very soon. So this is the first thing I'll be showing. The first three on my right. So the Relentless is a light to heavy, which a heavy is an R2. They get longer to come out compared to the lights. So essentially what the infinite symbol is indicating is that it's an infinite chain. So if I press these buttons over and over again, it will keep on going. If I press another input of the same kind, so if I go heavy, heavy, as I just did there, the combo will stop. I cannot press another light, I have to wait for a window. You can also do it the other way around, which is heavy to light. So one of the unique things about this game of For Honor, whatever hero you play, they are quite diverse. Some of them have similar inputs to others. Shoalin has a very unique light, which is after his first light, if you press two lights in rapid succession, you gotta do this, which is a death poke strike. Well, death point strike, sorry. Now, on your second hit with the death point strike, if you hold it, you go into the stance, which you can taunt by pressing triangle. Same thing as well, any direction can be used. If you don't want to be in the stance, you can simply just dodge out of it, because some inputs overrule others. So you can get to a stance by any direction, long as you hit a solid attack and hold the button that you used to attack. Same thing goes for heavy, it just changes the look of the input. So what you can do from this stance is, you have a few options if we quickly look into here. So we have the sunset kick strike, sun sweep follow-up, That one is a different move. I'll be showing this one by itself. The rest of these are different in a different sense, and this is the most unique thing that comes with Shoalin. So, what you can do with the stance, you can do this, which is a top light. This is a side light, and if I go this way, that would be that. So the unique thing about this, if I quickly just get the bot to do an attack input on me. Whatever the direction an attack is coming from, if you time your attack where it would also come out at the same time, your attack has priority and will stop his attack coming through. You can also parry on this game, which is pressing R2 in that little parry window, as you can see, which is good for people to learn and understand the parry windows of this game. Some are quite different to others. But for the crushing, well, for this thing, which is called the crushing counter, the window is a bit different. I would say it's a bit more earlier than the parry. But hey, mess around and find your timings. So I like this game a lot. But I'm gonna stop the inputs for a second. So, this input that I got here in the flying monkey kick. So what you can do with this kick is you can run in base, unlock, and kick them. Or if you do dodge forward, which is X, then press square is to do the kick. So, other stuff you can do with this stance as well. You got top heavy, which is undodgeable, side heavies, which are undodgeable. The blue is the indicator that you can't dodge the attack. If a person wants to stop that attack from happening, they have to either, with 3 options, well, 4 options actually. First option is to guard break them, which is done by pressing square on my controller. So that would be like A for Xbox, if I remember correct. No, X for Xbox, sorry. And then whatever for PC. The other options are to, as I've shown you earlier, which is crushing counter with this, or simply parry. You can do that. And also, there's going to be another option which I'm going to be showing you right now. So, to be more diverse, not many of these characters have this unique way of doing stuff. So, instead of me using R1 to put in the input, before the attack lands, same thing as a parry, I'm going to dodge into attack, which is called a deflect. So, Shoalin is the only hybrid that can do this. Every other person that can do this is an assassin. So keep that in mind. And also, keep a lookout what is the input for the deflect, because some characters, they can be different to others. Like Shoalin's deflect is the only heavy deflect input. But after you go into the deflect, you can go into his other stuff as well, which is very nice. Keeps the mix-ups. So, we're gonna go into the sun kick now. Simple. So you go into your stance, press square, and then you'll do a kick. Now, you can follow up this by pressing R1, and now I'll do a sun kick strike. But you can also follow up on it more. Sorry, it's a bit doing this slower. I'm trying not to be a bit too much. And press square again, and then you'll do a sweep. Now, after that sweep, you can also follow up again. with a top heavy going into your stances so you can start again. So this is where the mix-ups come in. So this is where you will start like to get the flow of the character and everything. Like also there's feints, which on the PlayStation controller you will press circle to cancel your attack before it lands. You can go into a lot of stuff with this, and it keeps your opponent from keeps your opponent on his toes and guessing. The only stuff I really have left would be the simple side dodges and forward dodge. Forward dodge is literally just a coming down attack, which if you hold, again, goes into your stance. And side dodges are, you dodge from one side, your attack comes out the other side. If you hold that, it counts as a stance. But be careful with these side dodges. They may seem safe, but Ubisoft recently have changed that the punish for doing side dodge heavy attacks are light parry punishes. So instead of I'll do an example for a light parry punish. I'll change the bot to make it simpler. So a light parry punish is different to a normal parry punish, because a parry punish is a heavy attack normally. I'll show you the difference now. So if this Griffin would do a heavy, this happens, just a simple thing, and I can only follow up with a light or a bash, which is like my kick. But if the Griffin did his... what is the input? His side dodge heavy, this happens, which the screen will light up, and then it will give the immediate indicator that you've had a light parry punish. Which means you get to throw a heavy for free. Which is really good for Shoalin. Try and get those light parries. Now, if you have low enough stamina, I would recommend, obviously, if I have my stamina on, because stamina is very important for this. So also attacks cost stamina. So let's just say I did all this. This is what happens when you're out of stamina. Your screen will go black. And basically, if you try and throw attacks of that nature, they will be slower. So your heavies will be significantly slower. Same thing goes for your lights. Yeah, but those are some, like, sub-optimized combos. So I'll show you what my natural favorite combo is. So I'll give you a breakdown on the moveset. So what I like to open up with, majority of the time, is either a simple death poke strike into key stance, and then I normally go into the kick, into the strike, then into this, and then I'll just go off this, trying to pressure my target. Sometimes going into a feint, going into a guard break. It's just stuff like that. I will say though, if you're in a more than 1v1 scenario, this infinite chain is very useful. Because what you can do is when you're fighting more than one person, you can lock off this person by releasing L2 then quickly pressing it again to go onto the other person. So what you can do is, you can hit this person with light attacks, but while you're locking onto the other person, the heavy attack input will change into the other person, so they'll be hit by that. Which makes it very useful. But, yeah, this is my video. Hope you enjoyed. I hope I've explained very well. Hope you've understood well. And that's everything. Thank you for watching.